So check it out, I got my first sponsored video. So I guess I need to say it. This video is sponsored by Vystina, makers of Final Cut Pro transitions, lower thirds, graphics, and all kinds of cool stuff. Today I'm going to show you around Final Cut Pro a little bit and show you some of the transitions and some of the graphics and the lower thirds and all kinds of cool stuff this pack comes with, which is only 59 bucks, which is super freaking cheap. For all the things you get, it's incredible. So I threw some random drone video down just to have something to play with. And so let's start out with the transitions. So there are too many transitions to even count, and they're all very colorful for sure. You can scroll down and see these are color shapes. Got some cool glitch effects. Let's add a glitch effect to one of these video clips here and see what it looks like. Let's check it out. That's cool. It went from the same video clip to basically the same video clip. I don't know what I was doing there. And let's keep scrolling down over here. Look, there's so many glitch effects, cool grids. So let's scroll down and see what else we have. Ink, that's pretty cool. Paintbrush strokes. Oh wow, I like that. Keep scrolling down, we have a lot of paintbrush, some slice stuff. I mean, basically any kind of transitions you'll ever need is right here. What is this? Rotate. Won't make it that long. Make it 3 seconds, who cares? Ah, that's cool, look at that. Does a little swirly thing. That's awesome. So as you can see, you get a lot of transitions. So let's go up to some other things you get is the Final Cut Pro graphics collection, icons collection, and the titles collection. So the graphics collection, you get a bunch of logo stings. These are cool. And if you go to the inspector and click right here, you can see that you can change the colors. I guess you can put a different background in there. There's a drop shadow. This is where you change the text. And they're all pretty much like this. They're all pretty user-friendly as far as changing things out. This is some cool stuff here. Look at this. You can put something in the phone. Let's try something. And click on the drop zone. Select it. And let me stick this in between here like this. So now, hit it. And look at that. There's the video inside the phone. That is awesome. That is pretty freaking cool. And there are a bunch of these. Backgrounds, look at all the backgrounds. Now what I use the background for, let me show you real quick. So I just did a video and I used some of the, well, I used the background here. I used a few things. So if you watch this, hope this video helps. Make sure to subscribe to this channel and leave a comment. That is part of the package that you get. This little thing that pops up that says to subscribe to your channel. So make sure to subscribe to this channel and leave a comment below. Like the video, and all that good stuff. Little thumbs up. That's cool. And then I put this background at the very end. And what I do is I leave that background at the end of the video with the music, so when after I upload to YouTube, then you can add the end screen to that, background. So it's just not a black background. You actually have, or you're not covering up your video. That's something that always annoys me when you're watching a video and the end screen comes up and these video blocks and the subscribe button and all this stuff comes up while the video is still playing. I like to put about 9 seconds of black at the end. But now I'm going to use these backgrounds to put at the end of the video, to put my end screen, so with the music, I think it works much better. Let's go back to the graphics collection real quick. So many different backgrounds here. And what's great about them is you can, of course, change the colors. A lot of social media stuff here. Bells, Twitter logo, Instagram logo, And it's all so user-friendly too. Like you can go in here and change the parameters to just about everything. There's the like button, there's the thumbs up button, there's a heart. For 59 bucks, man, you cannot beat it for the amount of graphics and transitions and all this stuff you get. It just keeps going and going and going. These are some infographics. So let's put one down here at the end here. And you can go in here and change the text, change the build in, build out, change the color, change more text. You can put a drop zone in if you want to, more text. I mean, you can really dig into everything you want to change on this thing. So let's go to the icons. So the icons are just a bunch of cool little icons. And they're all very similar. I mean, and there are a bunch. And let's see what you can do with these. So if I go in here, click on it, yeah, you can change the colors, you can change the build in, the build out. You can move it around the screen. That's what this little circle and this dot is for right here. This makes it smaller, bigger. And you can move it around. It keeps going and going. It never ends, it never ends. So let's go into the titles collection real quick. This is what I really love, because one thing about Final Cut Pro, so the Final Cut Pro 10 came out about a little over 10 years ago. And they had some cool lower thirds and some transitions and some graphics and openers and bumpers and all kinds of things. But even through all of the upgrades to Final Cut Pro over the last 10 to 11 years, they haven't updated anything as far as any of that stuff. So if you want a cool lower third, you either have to build one using Motion or build one in Final Cut Pro, or use one of the pre-made ones that are in Final Cut Pro. But this gives you so many freaking lower thirds. It's just incredible. And this is one thing I really love about this collection. These are minimal titles. You can see, you can bring those in. Let's put one down there real quick and click on it. And of course you can change the colors, build in and out. You can move it around, change the text. What is a gradient overlay? Oh, you can add a gradient overlay to it. Just incredible how many different kinds of lower thirds there are. And not really lower thirds, I mean just graphics you put on screen. I think the lower thirds are down here. If you keep scrolling down, what is this? Kinetic titles. Got some movement going on. They come in and out. I'm discovering a lot of these things just right now because I've only played with this a little bit, not too much. Corporate titles, that's cool. Rectangle titles. It's all pre-made stuff. You bring it down in your timeline. Of course, there's the build in and out, change the color, whatever you want, put your graphics in there. You can make it longer or shorter. And what's great about these is the intro and outro stay the same length no matter how long or short you make the graphic. So if I make it really long, the build-in is still the same length. Even if I have it down here, it's still going to be the same length. I've downloaded some of these before from some other websites. And if you extend the length of the clip, the intro and outro, they change duration, which is not what you want. This is what you want. Here's some lower thirds, which are so cool. So many lower thirds. Call outs. These are cool. Just try something real quick. Pull this down, and you can put this wherever you want to. This doesn't do tracking. This doesn't track anything if you have movement. You can always keyframe it if you want to. The only thing I don't really like about this package is, like for example, if I want to go to the graphics collection and I want to search for something that has to do with YouTube, you type in YouTube. Well, if you notice, it didn't show this graphic right here, which is a YouTube subscribe button. I wish when I searched for YouTube up here, this thing would show up, because this is what I was looking for earlier. And I had to scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll because there's so much. It's freaking incredible how many things are in here. And I wanted to find this. I finally found it, but I wish there was a way you could just type in YouTube and presto, it would pop up. That doesn't happen. But I mean, for 59 bucks, I'm not complaining at all. So I want to thank Vystina for hooking me up with this awesome graphics and transition package. It's so good. I will be using it all the time. And if you want to get this transition and graphics pack, then click on the link below. I have a couple of different links. One is where you can buy this package for 59 bucks, or there is a subscription. You get a whole lot more than this. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. Check it out. I'm using what's in the package right here. See the little subscribe thing? That's pretty cool. And a thumbs up. Check it out. The thumbs up is going to come up. It's pretty awesome. Leave a comment below, and see you next time.